Today I'm going to talk about propagation. It's a great way to cure the wintertime gardening blues when you've got nothing to do outside and you want to do something inside. Basically what it is making more of what you've already got. There are many different ways to propagate plants. Let's just take a look at some of the plants that you already may have in the garden, or even house plants. One of the easiest ones to get started is this one right here. It's called the snake plant. And it's one of these plants that you get, you can buy them pretty much anywhere. They're very easy to grow, and believe it or not, if you want to make more, they are probably one of the easiest plants you can propagate, and let me show you how. All you need, first of all, is to start off with one of these plants. You'll need a pot and some dirt, possibly a Ziploc bag. You don't need one, but you should have one, and a pair of scissors. So to get started on propagating the snake plant, what you want to do is take some of the oldest looking leaves, or the leaves you want to get rid of. So this one here, the longer one, I don't like. Give it a cut, right off. And then get yourself a pot, a little plastic pot like this, or a clay pot, whatever you've got. Fill it full of dirt. Make sure it's good and full. The best kind of dirt to do this is not necessarily dirt right out of the garden, but a dirt that you can get in a bag from the garden center that's meant for tropical plants, something that will really hold the moisture, because you're going to need that for this particular plant. Now that you've got your pot full, take the leaf that you've just cut off the plant and cut it into 3 or 4 different sections. Just off like this. And then all you need to do is take these pieces and push them into the dirt. Push them in about halfway of the length of the plant, of the leaf that you've cut off. Make sure they're good and tight. One thing you really need to make sure is when you're doing this is to make sure there's not very much space in between the actual plant and the dirt itself. It has to be very tight. If there's too much air in between the leaf and the dirt, then the plant won't propagate. So now we've done that, we've got ourselves a little dish, place it in the dish. This is so we can make sure that the water is kept in the pot and that the dirt is always moist. Give it a bit of a water. Make sure everything's wet. And then what I like to do is take a Ziploc bag, open it up, and then just place the Ziploc bag over the top of the pot. It fits fairly snugly. And what this will do is when the sun comes out, it starts to get very humid in there, and that's perfect conditions for growing roots on this particular style of plant. It works in a lot of other plants as well. Now just put that in a sunny window and wait a couple of weeks, and it should start growing some roots, and within another couple of weeks you'll start seeing some new leaves coming up. I did this about a few weeks ago with another leaf from the same plant, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is one I started a few weeks ago. Now these are the old leaves here that I popped in, and you can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 new leaves popping out. So it looks like I'm going to have 4 new plants. I'm just going to leave the whole thing in this pot and let it continue growing just like the old plant I have here. And I'm sure within 5 or 6 months I'll have another one of these looking exactly like this. I think I'm going to take this leaf off too and start another one